I'm blessed,
Lucky
honestly.
find.
Yeah.
What would I do without
I don't know.
it? I wouldn't be the same person.
Yeah.
That changed my life.
It's different in real
honestly.
life. It's like drinking Coke from a bottle versus like. Wait.
What are you?
Drinking-
What are you saying?
Right.
Coke
No,
from
yeah,
a
keep
bottle
going.
versus Coke from a glass bottle. The difference.
Dude, Coke from a glass bottle, the noise is just, it's outrageous. It's so satisfying.
It just hits different. I don't know
Yeah,
about
it's
the
like root
noise,
beer
but the taste
bottles.
just hits different. Everyone has said that. Every time I mention it, everyone's like, it's like the root beer bottles. Wait, no,
Mm.
you've said that. I've only mentioned
No,
it
no,
to
no,
you.
I
Everyone, as in
I-
only you.
I have a fixation with root beer bottles. It's just no, because think about it. And root beer bottles.
Right.
I think did I mention this to Logan? Where you don't drink root, like I'm not ever gonna choose root beer
I think we were
over
together.
like a different soda, because it's just I'm not a huge root beer person. But you put root beer in a bottle, and I'm all for it.
It's gone.
Honestly. 'Cause no, yeah, because
Root
the
beer in a bottle, it's
root beer
gone.
bottles are just so great, and it's honestly like their marketing team is like genius for it, because I'm following.
I
for
love
it, honestly.
Mug. Because that dog. He's a dog.
When that dog looks me in the eyes.
Wait, his name is Mug? The dog's name is Mug?
I don't think
That
his
can't be
name
true.
is Mug.
No, but he.
Or
Just
is he
had
like
mug
mugging
under
us?
he's got a smug face.
Dude, I got mugged by the root beer.
He rubbed
dog.
off the S.
Oi, bub, buy my root beer.
Oh, big bruv. Buy me root beer. He's big bruv.
Oh,
Dude.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah?
Welcome back. You got to be
No.
there. Episode. Wait. Why doesn't our guest do the intro? Since you know all about this podcast and you've
Why
seen every
would
single
I
video.
do that?
You know.
Oh yeah, I'm the biggest fan. This is you have be there.
You had be there.
You had be there.
Yeah.
And you know that's the truth of the matter.
I agree, actually.
You had be there.
I actually misspelt
You
it
had
in
me
the
there.
background, and in the
Epibode.
thumbnail, and in the title.
Epibo B.
I'm just you guys have been making a mistake this whole time, and I'm here to correct it.
Thanks.
You had be there.
Rubbed away the D. You
and
had
the
be there.
two.
And the two, the entire word too.
Be there, you had
Entire
to be.
word too.
Yoda.
You know, it was really just unnecessary, and I I thought that it would make a great improvement to just get rid of it.
Thanks.
And you should be thanking me.
Thank you.
Minimalism.
It is
Companies
Thanksgiving,
these days.
eventually.
Yeah, that is true.
Potentially.
So much to be thankful for.
Yeah.
I'm not thankful for Logan.
That makes me feel
Ouch.
like a worm that's been dried out in the sun.
In the Egyptian sun, perhaps.
A raisin.
That, you know, I think that would work, yeah.
Because
Definitely
if
the Egyptian
you're
sun.
in the Egyptian sun, if you're an Egyptian worm, they would they would carve you into marble, place
Wow.
you on the shops.
I
you'd
don't
be
think
on
they
the
use
head of
marble,
boats.
actually.
You'd be on boats, Logan.
Wow, that's, you know, I actually like the
You,
sound of
you know,
that.
like the mermaid, like on like Viking boats. It's just you as an Egyptian worm.
I feel like that's my end goal.
That's your end goal, to end up on the boat.
Yeah, like when I, like, you know,
Oh,
with my degree, like, you know, they say that if you have a degree, you can, like, do anything, you know? And, like,
They
even if
do
it's
they
not
say that?
related. Totally, you know?
when I make a boat, I'll make a boat for you, Logan, and I
Oh.
will put you on the boat. Yeah.
No, we go back in time, and then we take a boat.
Oh,
On the
and
first
we bring it
Thanksgiving?
back. In Egypt. They don't
we
even know
steal
what
Christopher
Thanksgiving
Columbus's
is.
boat. And
We turn them around. Actually, I saw India go that way. Huh? Spins around.
That sounds like a great idea. We should do that for
Trolling
sure.
Christopher Columbus.
Yeah. I mean, he kind of just trolled himself. He gaslit himself.
He trolled himself. He trolled the world, really.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Honestly,
he actually
yeah.
went
He's
to
like, this
India.
is definitely India.
That guy's the biggest prankster.
He really was. He is. He still stands to this day.
The first commitment to the bit. You pioneered the bit.
Committed to the bitteth.
Committed to the bit. I shall. This is the world after FNAF.
Yeah. They were very committed to the bit.
Strange.
World.
I mean, William Afton was pretty committed to the bit.
He always comes bit.
He was a bit too committed to the bit. I don't know.
I think I
I
agree.
don't know
yeah.
if.
Yeah. But I mean,
That movie's a
you gotta
trope.
respect it. It
I do respect it.
was I mean, I think it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. The Five
think
Nights
it
at
was-
Freddy's movie.
It was alright. I did actually watch it all the way through.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, because you watched it like from home.
Yeah.
on
And
Peacock.
Originally when
They don't
I
sponsor us.
originally when I like first watched it, I only watched like a little bit of it, and then I got kind of bored, and I was like, oh, I'll just like watch it. I thought I got a lot further than I did. But then Logan enlightened me and was like, no, you barely watched any of it.
You barely scratched the surface.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I stopped when they started when they broke in to the thing and tried to get him fired or whatever, like by making a
Oh, yeah,
mess.
spoilers, by the way. I don't know,
Uh-oh,
People care about
spoilers
spoilers.
for
It
the
is literally free.
trailer.
but spoilers.
Yeah.
It's not free.
It's free.
No, Peacock you have to pay for.
Oh,
It's on Peacock Premium. Wow.
Yeah.
it's like a golden
Yeah.
peacock.
Although people are constantly
Just a
streaming
bird.
it on TikTok, so you just have to open the app and it'll.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess
It's
there
free
are
to
ways.
some.
Yeah.
They leak in the Discord server, you know. Like everyone kept saying that
Yeah.
happened, and I don't understand how everyone has a universal shared experience of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie leaking in the Discord servers. This doesn't make any sense to me, but
It wasn't a leak. It was a plant. They have agents in Discord servers.
Mr. Discord himself.
Mr. Server.
Yeah, I liked the movie. I thought it was
Yeah.
good. It went away, didn't expect, but I liked it. I liked seeing Mike as a character because you never see him in the game. So now if you're in the games,
That's
you're like,
true.
this is Mike. Mike is a cool guy who has
Wazowski.
a little sister. Great guy.
Dude,
I love
that's my
Mike.
favorite Mike.
Yeah, I love Mike Wazowski. But this Mike,
Crazy
though,
that he was in the movie.
as someone who
This
has
Mike's
siblings,
okay.
I imagine myself in Mike's shoes, and it made me more attached to the movie emotionally.
You imagine your aunt getting killed by Freddy Fazbear in your own home? And
No.
just being left on the floor.
that part I didn't imagine, but I did imagine, like, you know, because I have a couple younger brothers. I
Couple
imagined
aunts.
like what it would be like being in that spot, and it was pretty sad. So I was glad they went that way because it fleshed out Mike as a character who
Yeah, it's
previously
pretty
was
good.
not a character. You were Mike.
I am Mike,
That's-
actually. They cast me for the movie. That's me. That's the face reveal.
You were Mike. What?
I am Mike.
He's just like a blank like mirror. Like it's just like somehow they have a mirror that reflects like everyone in the stands as Mike when they're watching the movie.
AI.
No.
I don't know if that's how that works.
That's definitely how that works.
It has, like, the
AI
dream
mirror.
face.
Oh, right. I mean, when you're right, man.
Show me dream. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Show me dream. Why is college evil?
Dude, they want your money, okay?
The who?
Man wants all of your money. Doesn't matter what it is or how they're gonna get it. They will find a way just to take every tiniest bit of change you have left over. You'll walk in the college store to buy
For me?
some mandatory resource, and then you'll leave with a single penny and be like, huh, wow, I guess this is my life now. And then you go home to go eat your cooked ramen that's not cooked, your raw ramen, and you think about all of the debt you have to pay off in the future.
What? Raw
This is really
ramen?
specific.
I
Raw-
don't know.
Wait, you
Yeah.
ate raw ramen?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, well,
Although I did have a
uncooked
friend who
ramen-
ate it, and I never understood the appeal.
Would you consider? I wouldn't like call that raw ramen.
It's
I mean, I
raw.
guess maybe I
It's
would.
ramen.
I
man.
have eaten it
Ramen.
like that.
It's raw ramen,
Raw.
man.
I kind of liked it raw. because it's like
No,
It's
Crunchy.
no
crunchy,
way.
but other stuff is crunchy, and you can get your
You
crunch
can get other
desires
You can get your crunch
resolved.
fix.
You can get a crunch
I mean,
bar,
like-
literally crunch in the name, and that does the job.
I don't know if I would do it. Like I probably would if I was too lazy to cook it.
But are you even
It's
full
just
afterward?
water.
Are you fulfilled?
You just add
You just-
water.
drink water and then it'll fill.
If I'm
in
too
your
lazy
stomach.
to, have water in my ramen.
I don't even think it has to be like warm water. You can just have regular water and it's even better.
I feel like that's weird.
Well, it's probably
Yeah,
better than
not
eating it
having
dry.
warm- I don't want cold.
I don't know if
ramen.
I agree with that actually. feel
Sorry,
like
did I take it too
taking it-
far?
I feel like on
Taking
the
a bit
tier
too
list,
far, yeah.
cooked ramen with water, good. Regular ramen, raw
tier
ramen,
list.
and then on the bottom is just
Is
wet
ramen
ramen.
with cold water.
Maybe put some ice cubes in there too, you know?
Iced ramen.
Cold
Ramen on the rocks.
I'll have my water on the side, please.
Water on the side.
Hold the water.
Water, hold the water. Keep the change.
I think my tier list is obviously like cooked ramen, with like hot ramen, and then raw ramen. Raw ramen is like number 2 because I have eaten it, and it's not bad. And then cold ramen. I don't who
Cold
whoever
ramen
would
is
do
just
that
upsetting.
is just wrong. it's just wrong. It's yeah.
Well, I just realized something.
I would never. What?
We just haven't addressed the absence of Gabe.
Well,
Oh, I am Gabe.
So Gabe, he fell. He tripped and fell down. So now he's too short to talk on the podcast.
he fell through the multiverse, and then and this alternate universe Gabe showed up. Kind of weird that it's just they're a completely
Yeah,
different
you
person
know.
named Kaitlyn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we never said your
And-
name.
Yeah.
I'm mysterious. It's
Me
She's
when
more of a
when we
concept,
don't
really.
introduce our guests to the podcast,
Yeah.
they just
Welcome
show up.
to You Had to Be There.
yeah.
You're here now. You're here
Yeah.
where you had to be.
You had to be there, and
Yeah.
then you finally made it there.
And I've totally watched all of the other episodes.
Of course.
Yeah, instead of
Yeah.
being like that, we're now all like this.
You're so right.
Explaining the bit. This is fingers crossed. Because we're like the fingers that are crossed.
They
I'm
know
wagging
it.
my finger right now.
Please stop.
No, no, no. No, no,
No,
no.
no, no,
Don't
no,
do
no.
that.
No.
No, no, no.
Nah. Nah.
Dude, the donkey bit from
You
last
make a
episode.
soundboard.
That was amazing.
Hey.
Work of art.
You had to be there.
Yeah, go there. Go be there. If you're not after here.
I
That
did
makes
not
sense.
make timestamps yet as of this, so
Make
you'll have to find it
timestamps,
yourself.
man. I was going to make timestamps, but I was like, look, you can do it.
Why do I have to make the timestamps? I do so much around here.
I do.
You know who should
more
make the
than you do.
timestamps? Gabe should make the timestamps.
Gabe should make that. Yeah, okay. I set everything up to like record. You edit. He comes on. He records and he goes to bed.
All right,
That's
finally,
his
I can go
entire
to bed
job.
now.
All right, guys, I'm going to bed, and we're like
And
still.
he's really good at that job.
That's true.
That's his
I-
He
job.
does do that well.
You know, love him or hate him, he's catching some Z's.
Yeah.
And we're still up an hour after we're done, trying to export it and stuff.
I work all day long. Anyway,
Yeah, no, we love Gabe.
he's my day one, alongside this other day one that's here, who I've known for equally as long as Gabe,
Are you kidding me right now?
up here on the ceiling. So Jackson, you're more of like my day,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah,
Right?
you're like day,
I was
like-
just watching the podcast.
You're
I'm
like
not
my,
even
like-
here.
like how old are you in 6th grade? How does that work? I can't think.
How old was I in 6th grade?
You're
I think I
like
was
12. You're my like 12 and like 5 months. One. You're my
Wow,
day
I
12
feel
and
so
5
loved.
months.
I feel so loved and appreciated right now.
Amen.
Yeah.
You had to
know.
be there, otherwise we wouldn't be here right now.
I'm here.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you weren't there.
Unfortunately.
I don't
Yeah.
remember how I met Kaitlyn.
I think it was through Logan.
I mean,
What can I
yeah,
say?
most likely.
I'm just
Yeah,
connected.
because I mean, me and Logan have known each other since we were like 4 or 5
Yeah.
because we went to
We go way back.
preschool.
Back in the old
Yeah.
days. Back when life was simple.
Yeah, back when you
And
were
the
still
mama
a
said-
Texan.
Back when I wasn't at the whim of the evil college man.
So true.
Dude, my dad is so sick. So I'm at like college, and I think I was like eating something, and it starts raining when I'm walking back to class, and I just get like a text from my dad. It's just a photo of him at the Alamo. Like he's just at the Alamo, and I'm like,
What?
I'm so much less cool than my dad. Here I am getting like rained on, like just like soaking wet, eating my like soggy French fries, and he's just at the Alamo, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm falling behind in life.
Dude. Your dad
Crazy
is my
question
idol.
right here.
Right.
What is the Alamo?
Clearly,
You should ask his
you
dad.
weren't born in Texas. All right.
I
The
had to be
Alamo.
there, but I wasn't.
There was a Texas Civil War. Well, actually, I'm not sure about that part. But there was a war in Texas.
Bro doesn't even
Spreading
know.
misinformation.
And the last stronghold held by Sam Houston himself was the Alamo. And they fought. They fought till they won. And they kept Texas. And that's how Texas
Absolutely.
came to be. Shouts out.
That is amazing. What a
was
wonderful
crazy.
story.
And he's just at
What a
this
wonderful
historic site.
fictional story.
Yeah, it's kind of like the lore. It's kind of the fan fiction. Up to interpretation, really.
I think I saw like a game theory about that.
About the Alamo. A
Bro,
real
that's
life
my
lore
favorite
video.
game.
Yeah, I think Sans is the Alamo, actually.
That Pet would say that.
He would.
I believe him.
Just like how he said
I
in the
believe
Five Nights
anything
at
that Matt
Freddy's
Pat
movie
says.
that lunch is the most important meal of the day and not breakfast.
Yeah, and I believe that now.
Yeah,
Me who skips lunch occasionally.
as a sheep.
Yeah. Me who skips breakfast,
As a
I
sheep
do
myself.
believe Matt Pat and
Like, now I can't say is the most important meal of the day without questioning myself. Because I say that all the time, apparently.
Matt Pat's gonna
Yeah,
get you.
all the time. I'm like, dude, why do you keep telling me that? It's like 9 p.m. and you're just like, breakfast is the most important part of the day.
Healthy
Okay, now-
breakfast, healthy
Preparing
life.
you for the next day.
The tooltip.
I love silence. Just
I
like
kinda do all the
how
work here.
I love the Michelin Man.
The what?
Because apparently
Logan, he's the
according to
Michelin
this
Man.
nerd over here, I'm the Michelin Man, and I just
This
don't
guy-
understand what
This
what
guy
that
would
even
offer me
means.
tires. He would change my
Who's
tires.
The Michelin. the
He's
tire
The
guy?
tire
yeah,
guy.
and Jackson
the
keeps telling me. He
marshmallow
keeps telling me
tire guy.
I'm the Michelin Man, and I have never understood what that could ever possibly mean.
If you just look at one photo of the Michelin Man, you will know.
I do see it.
You'll
no,
know
I
what I
do
mean.
see it.
I have
yeah.
seen the Michelin Man, and as the man who is the Michelin Man, I don't understand why I would be the
The
Michelin
Michelin Man in your dreams. Every night.
Bro, sleep paralysis demon, actually.
Man.
If the Michelin
I don't
Man like
know.
showed up in my dreams, I would never be able to sleep again.
I think it's a sign. It's
I would
like
be afraid.
you should check your tire pressure. Like that's what it means.
That is what it
You
means.
might have a bubble in your tire.
I can't believe that happened to you.
Yeah. That could have been so bad, honestly. But
It's
it
totally
wasn't.
safe to
That's
drive
right,
like
I'm a
that.
viewer. I'm
Yeah.
a viewer. What happened? What happened to you? You had a bubble in your tire?
I did have a bubble in my tire. And I drove two and a half. Actually, no, that was the day that I like literally drove. It took me like 5 hours to get home, and so I was driving with a bubble in my tire for like 5 hours.
Completely
on-
safe.
Yeah, on the freeways that are like extremely bad and need to be redone. And
You needed the Michelin Man.
I needed the Michelin Man and he wasn't there for me. Like literally all of the tire places that we went to were closed because it was like Sunday. and I needed it like done by that day.
Michelin Man you let you down.
Yeah, you did.
If you say his name 4 times, he revs.
Michelin Man. Michelin Man. Michelin Man.
That was 3 times.
The
Michelin
tire
Man.
version of Bloody Mary.
Ah!
There he is.
Michelin Man himself.
We start
He's gonna
floating.
replace my
I
tires.
just get clocked by a tire.
Yeah, fix my tires! Fix my tires! Fix my tires!
Fix my tires! Fix my tires!
Fix!
my tires!
Fix!
But I didn't die, so
Let's
I
go!
basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What can I say? I think driving home, just like I can't like do it without having like at least something. Because the other time that I drove home, I literally like almost ran out of gas, which isn't as bad as bubble tire, because I can fix the gas. But I was like, when I got home, I was on like literally like 15 miles left, and
I respect that. I understand
I
that.
don't understand.
no,
this.
yeah, and I kept driving, and I I got to like
I
I
just
think
kept
it
on
was
running.
like I was like 5 miles before I like actually filled up. And my car does like to lie to me sometimes and say that I have more miles than I do. So I was testing fate.
You could have coasted on the bubble.
I could have. The bubble could have kept me going.
Yeah.
Or
Perpetual
some
motion.
Mountain Dew in the tank, you know? Here you go.
Turbo
Whoa.
speed.
It blast off.
Yeah.
Umi zoomies?
I don't remember why I put Umizoomies there. But recently, I've been playing Super Smash Bros. Melee on a platform called Slippy.
Oh.
And that's been so much fun. I love it. Because on Ultimate, we just get rocked by Logan.
By me.
Like,
Truly.
we had people over, and Logan was playing. We had him on, like, what? You were playing, like, Duck Hunt. Like, we were trying to
did
take
not
him
enjoy
down.
playing
He
Duck
was the
Hunt.
final boss. We had, like, 7 people playing, like, against him in a tournament. And we were working together to take him down, and he was like the dog from Duck Hunt. and it gets down to me and him. I'm playing Peach, he's playing Duck Hunt, and it's sudden death because we were like, that's probably the most stress I've ever been playing Melee. And you said it was the most stress you've ever been playing Melee, and you're like, or not Melee, Ultimate. And we're at 300% because sudden death in Ultimate is like 1 hit, you're dead. And I drop down. And I'm like, because I'm like a floaty character, I'm just kind of dodging his attacks and flying around. And he's like just running back and forth on the stage. And what I'm
Like a
trying
shark.
to do is hit my back air on Peach. So I just like back into him and like send him off the stage. But I keep missing it. And it keeps freaking me out every time. I'm like, oh no. Like, and I'm getting like sloppier with it. And I'm like, my hands are shaking. I'm like, dude, I can't mess this up. And then
Your
I'm like,
palms are sweaty.
yeah. Knees weak, arms heavy, you know. I drop down out of the sky because I go for this like all or nothing hit, and he does his like lunge attack, and it sends me flying, and he's like, whoa, whoa. And he's like, that's the most stress I've ever been in my
That's
entire
exactly
life
what I was like.
playing Ultimate. Yeah.
That was definitely the most
No, yeah, I can
stressful
picture it.
game of Smash I've ever played because normally I play as Link and I just have like my normal combo and I'm like, oh, I do
So
this thing,
lame.
whatever. Oh, I throw my boomerang, then I throw my bomb and the bomb bounces off the boomerang and it stops in place and then someone runs into it and they blow up and then I run in and I do blah 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 blah. Whatever. It's the same thing. It's pretty much just muscle memory, so I just do it over and over. And playing as Duck Hunt, I just felt so exposed to the world because I know that there's stuff you can do with Duck Hunt, but I did not
So
know any of it. So playing against Jackson, who's just like, who has this drive to like try and defeat me, and I just playing this helpless dog and a duck, it was terrifying.
Are
And the
you
fact
like
that
a
I managed to
god
come out
at
on
like
top.
Smash Bros or something?
I'd say
He's
in the grand
so
scheme,
Good. In the grand
No.
scheme, no, definitely not.
but compared to everyone I play with, except for one person, I am goated, and just no one and everyone has to like try and like work together to beat me. And honestly, I wish everyone else was better because I feel like it'd be more fun.
The crazy thing
God,
to say.
why can't you guys be
I wish we
better?
were just all- you all
It'd just be
better
so
at
much
the
more
game.
fun. Because instead, people go against me and they're like, ah, man, guess I'm about to lose. And I'm like, well,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
kind of like Melee,
do
because
your
like
best.
for Melee, Logan and I are both kind of learning it together. So like, we're kind of even, I would say. So it's more fun when we have like really
Yeah.
close sets. More even than Smash, or more even than Ultimate, I would say, for sure.
yeah.
Like I've won before, which is why it's like it's more like intense when we're playing.
So Melee's
But
better
Ultimate,
because you won before.
Yeah.
He has
I'll hold
one
that.
win on his belt, and he's
I have
just
a
you
few
know he's
wins. What are you
taking it.
talking about?
I am not a very big Smash Bros. The two games that like make me like unreasonably angry is Super Smash Bros. And then Mario Kart. I can't play those without like raging.
Those are two like most
Like-
competitive games where it's
Yeah.
like we're fighting against each other.
It's like I have the crown,
Yeah.
but in Mario Kart, it's like the crown that I believe that I have.
Slipping away.
It's slipping away, and also it just belongs to like the world. Anything could happen, and that crown could just get knocked right off my head, and I could
Dude,
never get it back.
I feel like it's just like I don't know, because I used to play Mario Kart with like I had one group of friends that like really loved Mario Kart.
Mhm.
And I was like I would play it because I wanted to like hang out with them and stuff. But I would get so like unreasonably angry. Like I don't know what it is. If it's like the stress of the game or just the the NPCs make me so angry.
There's just that one goated
Yoshi?
NPC.
I know,
always.
dude, Baby Peach.
Bro, the babies.
They're so good.
I think I told Jackson about this, but getting hit by a shell from Baby Mario is the most like offensive thing that
It's
could
the
ever
baby.
happen to you. It's so like enraging.
Soul
I
crushing.
hate the babies.
I think those games just
Kaitlyn
feel
hates
so raw.
babies.
I hate
More to
the
11.
babies.
More than 11. Those games just feel so raw because it's just like you and the controller. Like it's just a reflection of you and like
Yeah.
your ability and your ability to do stuff. It feels very like reflective
Yeah.
of you, which is why it feels so like hard when you lose, but so awesome when you
Yeah.
win.
I also like I always have there's like something about it where I don't know if I get like nervous at the end, but I will be like literally first place for like most of the round. And then one thing will happen and I'm like back to 7th. And, like, and it
Right back
makes me
down.
so
The other thing is the game loves
So
you if you're
awful.
in last place, but it hates you if you're in first place.
I don't get that.
hates you.
I think that
Yeah.
if they removed blue shells or had an option to do that, I would be fine with that. Even though
It's
Logan
just
would win a
painful.
lot, it's just like you shouldn't get punished for winning. Like you're in first and you're getting punished for that. It's crazy.
It's like it might even be good just to like stay in second and like
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
just
the
stay right
end
behind
try
him.
and come through. Just yeah.
honestly.
When you're in last, you
and
get
then,
like
like,
the
also-
rocket, you get like the 8 power up
No,
that gives you
yeah,
like
you,
every
like-
single
Yeah,
item.
that happened last time. Gabe just
Go up,
That's how you
flies
know you're
back.
doing bad.
spaces with Rocket and it's like
That's why whenever someone does that, and I'm like, huh, it's been a while since I've gotten the rocket power up.
Yeah, you always like have some like snarky comment, and we're just like, dude, we do not care.
Oh, you
I
got
think-
all of them?
the Rocket.
I think the worst spot to be in is like 8th or 9th, because the people behind
Oh,
you get
yeah.
all the like last place stuff, and they just keep hitting you, so you just end up
Yeah.
like really far
Mhm.
behind.
Yeah, definitely. Every time you
For
try and get
sure,
speed,
yeah.
you get hit by like
It's
4
like
items.
really hard to get out of that spot.
It gets
Yeah.
crazier when you're in the higher CCs, because then everyone just zooms past you when you get hit once.
Yeah, and
No,
all your momentum just stops when you like touch something. or-
Yeah. You're in the grass for like
thing
1
was
second, you're
that-
like, oh, game over.
Yeah, no. The thing was that when my friends who like to play, they always played on like 250 with like the computers at 250.
250 is not a speed. I don't
Yeah,
think
they're all
it's
Mario
not
Kart you're playing.
150?
150 then. I don't play it.
250
Like I
is
said,
great.
200,
play it a lot.
200 is the max.
250 is like
Oh,
it's just like
then it was
Streets of
the
Light.
max. That's my new mode. Is I make it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, they used to play on 200, which would just infuriate me more because the like computers are crazy at 200.
So
I
yeah,
hate
they
that.
are.
Yeah, they don't
have
mess
no
up. They
weaknesses.
stop messing up at 200.
They turn
No,
off
yeah,
the
they're
messing
just like
gas.
flawless, and
Yeah.
it's like, like I can't keep getting hit by Yoshi. Like I'm sorry. Like playing. Okay, I don't know what it is, but playing against Yoshi on Yoshi's map is
Dude,
like a
you
death
run those
sentence.
streets though.
He knows those streets. Those are his streets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Furthermore, on the hangout, I'm literally goated at Clue.
At Clue?
Yeah. It was the craziest like series of events that happened. Like when we were playing Clue, because we started playing Clue when we were all together, and I think so I got like, so the Clue that we have, it has like Clue cards. So if you roll like the Clue symbol on the dice, you can pick up a Clue card and like pick out like, or you get like a prompt that's like, oh, name which blank you want revealed. And so early on, I get one of those cards. I roll like a 2 and like the Clue card. I grab the Clue card and it says, name which weapon you want revealed. And the weapon was the revolver, and it was revealed to everyone. So everyone writes it down. And this entire game, I've just been trying to make it to the dining room, and every time I've been like stopped at every turn. Someone will accuse me and drag me to like the conservatory. They'll drag me to the billiard room. They'll drag me anywhere except for where I'm trying to go. And then eventually I just end up at the hall. And Logan, I think he accuses, he's like, or no, he suggests, he's like, I think that it was Professor Plum with the wrench in the hall. And I have the wrench card, but because I'm sitting to his right, it goes like, everyone checks on the left. And so I was like trying to figure stuff out. I was like, okay, well, if I have the wrench, I know that whatever card someone has to be either the hall or Professor Plum. And I'm just like waiting to hear whoever has what, or whoever can like prove him wrong. And no one does. And I'm like, well, he has the weapon wrong, and I have the weapon. I'm like, I can prove you wrong. And then I like put my cards down, and I was like, I'd like to make an accusation. And I started guessing. I'm like, I think it's Professor Plum, or I said it out loud. I was like, I think it's Professor Plum with the revolver in the hall. And like 4 people were like, I was gonna guess that. And I think Logan, you made like a comment on that. You're like everyone was gonna guess that, I guess. And I reach into the thing, I look at it, and it's Professor Plum with the revolver in the hall. And so Logan's whiff of knowing the weapon and choosing the wrong weapon and choosing the weapon that I had is what won me the game, and I was like half asleep during
the difference between you and me is that I wasn't thinking.
I also wasn't thinking. Well, okay. I guess you weren't thinking more.
Wasn't thinking.
I never was trying to connect any dots. I was just like, I think that it blah 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 blah. There was no logic behind my decision. But then I looked down at my paper, and for a split second, the neurons in my brain fire, and then I realized, like, then this was like as you were like about to like make your like accusation and stuff. Wait a minute, I have the character. I literally know the character. They're the only character they could have been. I know the room. I already knew what room it was. The only thing I didn't know was the weapon, and I guessed a weapon that would already been checked off on my paper.
And the only thing I knew was the weapon. So you just single-handedly gave me the win. Because I was like zoning out throughout the entire game until I was moved to the hall. And then,
I completely threw. I had more. I bet I had more evidence than everybody else in our like group.
I didn't know you knew that much because I only knew the weapon.
I
don't
knew
think anyone
so
else
much.
Knew that much.
And I only realized it at the very end after I said that guess. This is why you should think more.
Who do you guys main? Who do you guys main in Clue? I personally am a Professor Plum.
Miss Scarlet.
I don't know who I was. Just blue. I was like, oh, the blue one.
I think you're Miss Peacock.
Miss Peacock.
I'm a Professor Plum Sweat, so.
Sweat.
Normally I play as Mr. Mustard if I'm thinking back.
I wouldn't word it like that, but.
I realized the error of my ways.
Yeah, you know what reminds me of Honey Mustard? Mr. Mustard. Wait, I said that in the wrong order.
Smooth.
Something
really that Jackson would like to tell us about right now.
I would like to tell you about this. Okay, so back when we all went to the same high school. Back when we were in high school, we would go across the street and like get Jack in the Box, kind of occasionally. We got it one day, and I think I got like a milkshake and like fries and like honey mustard. And I go to try the honey mustard, and I'm like, this is like weirdly spicy. Like, I was like, this is spicier than normal.
Why is it spicy?
And I'm like, yo, Logan, check this out. Like, is it spicier? And he's like, I'm not sure. Like, I don't normally have honey mustard. But, yeah, I guess it's a little bit spicy. And then a friend of ours, she goes and she gets a fry and she tries it. And she's like, it's not even that spicy, guys. Like, it's not that spicy. And I was so angry. I'm like, it's not. I'm not worried about how spicy it is. It's not that I can't eat it because it's spicy. It's just that it's different from normal. That was
it's
the only
just,
thing
like,
I
a
was.
little bit,
Yeah.
like,
It was
off-putting.
just an
different from normal.
observation.
Yeah. And she kept insisting. She was like, "It's not even that spicy. Like it's not that spicy. Like it's nothing." And I'm like, "No, that's not the problem.
You
It's
have
not.
terrible spice tolerance.
It's not a contest. I'm just trying to tell you it's different."
It was
And it
just
went
an
on like that for like 20
observation.
minutes. Yeah. I was just observing something.
And then recently we had honey mustard again, and I was like, and I brought it up, and I was like, you know what? It was more spicy than normal.
That honey mustard was on something, actually.
Yeah, we went to like the most like bougie Jack in the Box ever. Like it was awesome. They had like a chandelier in every booth. It was amazing.
What? The King's Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Jack's Box. That's where we were.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever really had honey mustard. I'm sure I've like had it in my lifetime, but I don't think I've ever really like been like, oh, that's honey mustard. Like I could recognize that.
Apparently, I've just had it enough to understand the difference between the spices.
I mean, you always order honey mustard, and you put your fries in it. And I had never seen anyone ever do that in my
That is
life.
a little off-putting. I'm not gonna lie.
But
not supposed to
it's
do
not
that.
bad though. Like I
I've
will be.
always
I
done
will admit, it's
that.
not
I've
bad.
never not done that.
Normally-
are you supposed to like put it on your burger or something?
It's for like
or
the
what's
chicken nuggets or something.
Yeah, I would use it for chicken nuggets.
Like I use that chicken
that-
nuggets at like Wendy's or Big.
That
McDonald's or
explains a
something.
lot for me, actually.
Yeah.
That solved a few things for me.
He's learning new tech.
Infant Jackson has honey mustard, chicken nuggets,
Jackson
and
will remember
fries,
that.
and he chooses the fries, and then that just set him on course.
I took the red pill.
One of these days, try it
Wake
with
up.
chicken nuggets and just understand.
Yeah, my eyes open. I see the universe displayed. A tear rolls on my cheek. It all makes sense now.
That makes sense.
Just like Ego from Ratatouille.
Yeah, you go.
I hadn't watched Ratatouille in a while, and then for some reason it like just came up. I think it was on TikTok probably. That's where I get all of my information now.
The most
Your news
reliable
source.
source.
The most reliable source for Ratatouille. Don't even worry about it.
Reliable Ratatouille news. We stay up to date on the current situation of
Yeah.
Remy.
Dude, me and Remy are like this.
Celebs,
Wow.
where are they now?
But yeah, it's actually like I don't remember. I think it's been I haven't like actually watched the movie for like since I was like really young, and I didn't realize that. I guess it's just always on my mind. Like it's fresh enough in my mind that I'm just like I don't need to watch it. I just already
You
know.
watch it all the time.
Yeah. I replay it in my mind all the time. It's basically like watching it.
What is Red Jeep? That's
The
like
red-
one of the
Red
two topics
Jeep.
Logan put in.
There's meaning here. Okay. So there's some lore. I gotta give you some lore. It's not
Love it.
necessarily the red Jeep that's a topic, but it's the red Jeep extended universe.
Oh,
So-
the RGU, of course. RGEU.
What?
Wow. Your letters, man. You
RJEU. I'm tired.
gotta freshen up on that.
A, B, F,
yeah.
G,
Uh,
I, J, K.
anyway, that train wreck aside that I just heard.
The
So,
car's rolling.
you know, as a college guy, you see some crazy stuff. You know, it just happens. And I feel like I haven't really experienced that much crazy stuff. But the other day, I was trying to like kind of get a lay of the land a little bit more. I had heard that there was like a gym or something nearby that you could go to for free if you went to my school, and I was like, huh, I want to check this out. So I went to try and find it, and it was really annoying. I felt like a mouse in a maze, like driving through all these different lanes of
We're all
traffic.
just mice looking for the cheese.
It was terrible, and I could not find the cheese, and I couldn't find a place to park. Once I found the cheese, I was like, where am I supposed to park to actually get here? But once I got all that sorted, I figured out where the place was, and I was like, okay, this is great. I'm going home now. So then I hopped back in my car, and I went to leave. And as I was leaving, I got stuck in some kind of traffic. I noticed this red Jeep in front of me. And at first I was like, oh, you know, this red Jeep, but just a bunch of trash bags in it. And then I noticed a hand hanging out the trash bag.
A hand? Like
And
a
I was
human
like,
hand?
a human hand. And my first thought was, FNAF? William Afton? Real? What? Am I what is going on? And then,
Confirmed?
That's
and then the
guy.
dude, and then I find, and the guy like sits up. So like, and then I realized, wait, he's not inside the trash bag. He's actually sitting like behind the bag, like up high, like not in a seat at all, just like elevated in the air. It just
He's
looked
trying to
like
be
he was
sneaky.
hanging inside the trash bag. So then I was like, thank goodness I'm not driving behind someone with a dead body and a trash bag in their trunk. And I looked at it and he was just like
Thank
chilling.
goodness for that.
There was like 3 people in the Jeep. and unsurprisingly, the person in the front seat sticks their hand out the side. They have a cigarette in their hand. And then I'm like, huh, this
Was
makes
there a
sense.
two-seater?
I think so. I think there was 2 seats, and then there was a guy
yeah.
like without a shirt on. By the way,
This is
none
something
of,
we
none
would
of them
do.
had shirts
We would
on.
do this.
Without
Gabe would be driving. He'd have his shirt off.
with a
I'd be in the
cigarette.
back. Yeah. all this would apply.
And so yeah, and then so the guy, he's like looking around, and I was like, this is kind of weird. And then we got to a stoplight, and I was parked behind, or like stopped behind them, and he looks directly at me, and I didn't know what to do, so I just put up a peace sign, like sideways peace sign, like sub. And he looked at me,
Was
and he
good.
gave me the hang loose hand sign, and then they sped off, and they just drove away.
That's so sick, dude.
And I was just like,
That is
what
so
just happened?
crazy.
That was just really goes to show like the variety of people you can find.
What goes around comes around, really.
Yeah, like if you slightly change up your route, you never know what's gonna happen. Have you guys run into any crazy people around? Any crazy people on campus? Any weird?
I don't know. Well, I feel like there's crazy people on campus, but the only thing that I can really like think about is that people here think that stop signs are like suggestions.
Oh, true.
Oh,
I just breeze through 'em.
Like literally, like they think that you're like bonus points, like as you're walking across the street.
Yes,
I had
I
that
got
exact
2.
experience. I completely know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like I don't, because also like I don't mind it because there's this one stop sign on campus as like I'm walking like away from the dorms, and like it's like a crosswalk from like the dorms to the actual campus, and so there's this one stop sign that it's really awkward. Like if the people here don't understand that like I will let them go. Like I don't care about like pedestrians first. If I'm waving you on, please go. Like I'm letting you go, and they like always refuse, no matter what. They
Africa
always
rules.
refuse. And so like I'm okay with them running the stop sign when I'm like a couple feet away. You know, like, because then it saves us from the awkward bit of like me saying like, oh yeah, go ahead, and they're like, no, you go ahead, and it's just awkward, and then it wastes time and stuff like that. So I don't mind if they run the stop sign there when I'm not like in front of them and could be hit. But some people, as I'm like about to go into the like street to cross the street, they'll just decide to go. And like not even stopping their car, they just like go. And I'm like, okay, this is when you need to calm down.
You do the thing where they look straight ahead, like I don't even see you. Like I don't even know you're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Or they'll look at you and then still not stop
That's
their car.
crazier.
They're like, I could make it. Like before you step in the street, I'm gonna make it. And it's like, what if you like? I don't care. Again, I will wave them on. Like I don't like. They can go before me, but just please don't hit me. Like that's all I request.
Yeah, I ran into
yeah.
the craziest person I've ever run into, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I was in the library, and I was between classes, and I'm just, like, doing, like, math homework and stuff like that, and, like, I don't know, I was just kind of, like, watching YouTube. I was just doing, like, mindless, just, like, library waiting activities, and it, like, whenever I hear, like, a loud noise in the library, I just get, like, gravitated to it. Like, I just, like, lock on, and this guy was talking on the phone super loud, and I was trying not to eavesdrop, but it was just so ridiculously loud that it was, like, I couldn't, like...
It's
it
so
was
hard not to eavesdrop on comedy.
yeah, and then it started getting really cringy. It was like he was talking about like parties he had been to. I forgot which time or what time it was, it was like some holiday or something. I think it was Veterans Day or something. I think, and he was talking about like, oh, I went to these parties, or no, it was Halloween. He went to like Halloween parties. He's talking about how like those things went. He's like, oh yeah, I paid $20, I wasted it, and he's like talking to like this girl, and he's like, if things don't work out with him, like I'm here.
Was
Like,
this when you were
I'm
texting
different.
me?
Yeah,
like...
I was telling you about this. I told you about this.
Yeah, like
And I
as
was
it
like,
was, you like
"What?"
sent me like.
Yeah, he's like,
'Cause I was like in class or whatever, and you were like telling me.
yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm super outgoing, like more confident. And he was like talking about like, embarrassing party experiences and stuff like that. And it was just like, I didn't want to hear that in the library. Like, I think I sent some of it to like Kaitlyn. She's like, dude, what?
No, yeah, you did. Because I was like in class and I was like bored in class, and so I was just, it was like one of the classes that I'm like, I can text in this class, like I'm not missing anything. And he was just like telling me like what was going on.
It was like parody. It's like a joke that I would make about it is like what was happening in front of my eyes. Of, like, the...
No, yeah.
It was so
And
like
it's so-
ridiculous.
Once you start eavesdropping, it's so hard to like stop. It's like, especially
Yeah,
in
then I
a
was just
library. I
interested.
feel like libraries just like
I mean,
they draw you to eavesdrop.
why are you talking loud in the library on the phone? I mean, you could go
Yeah,
outside
like,
the
I'm
library.
different. Like I'm not like other guys, you know. Like
Literally, the
Okay.
quiet library, everyone just like looking.
yeah, I
That's
made
awesome.
eye contact. He like got
You-
up. I made eye contact with him actually.
You couldn't have been the only one.
No, there was like I was actually the furthest from him in like terms of like people in his radius. There's more people like sitting next to him and stuff like that.
The question
Oh
mark
my
like above his head just like fills in as he notices everyone like looking at him.
Huh? I web zip over to him. Yeah, that's the craziest. That's the craziest people I've seen. There are also kids on my campus. They literally spawned in. I think they're
Dude, I
like
don't know.
elementary kids.
Yeah, that like literally all like I think it was today. I see it at least 3 times a week where people are like where like kids are on like the campus, and it's like that's the lamest field trip I've ever
That's
seen.
what I'm saying.
Going to a college campus, like
I'm gonna get Starbucks.
no,
Okay.
literally. They do like scavenger hunts too, and
Yeah.
they'll go like be running around, and I'll just like overhear them. They're like, "Where's the Starbucks? Where's the business admin building?" And like trying to find like all of this stuff, and they're honestly into it, which like I guess respect
Shout
if
out.
if they can get into it. But like if I were on that field trip, I would be so bored and just be like, okay, well, I guess this is gonna be me in a couple years.
I got stopped. I was like walking away from one of my classes. I had like an earbud in, and a kid walked up to me and was like, "Excuse me, can you like answer some questions for our interview?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like I took my AirPod or my earbud out, and they were like, "So, let me get my phone out really quick. Let me record this." I was like, "Oh, I guess they're recording me. Like whatever. Like, I'm in too deep at this point." And they're like,
No, yeah.
"Oh, like why'd you choose your major?" And I was like, "Oh, you know, like I thought it was cool. I like solving problems. Like I like computer science stuff like that." And they're like, like where are you from? I'm like, "Oh, I'm from like this area and like just kind of around." And they're like, "Why'd you choose this college?" And like I was gonna give them like the real answer of like, "Oh, you know, they're one of the ones that accepted me. And, like I guess I'll just like go with them." But I was like, "Oh, I just like the campus and the location." And
It's
they're like, "Okay,
it's
thank
nearby.
you."
I can commute.
I
Yeah,
just
the long
love the almost hour or maybe more drive to school every day. It's so nice.
Yeah, that's the reason totally why I came. Of
The
course.
scenic, you get the scenic route of like all the cars and like the
They'll understand
near
the
accidents.
true reasons when they go through college.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to crush their dreams right here, right now, but
Yeah.
so that
I
footage is
haven't
out there.
gotten-
They own that footage.
And yeah,
You're
because you gave them
famous now.
your consent, so
I did, kind of. was a
I
little
like
bit
how they
forced into
didn't
it.
like stop you and be like, "Can we record you for this?" They're just like, "Can we interview you?"
Yeah, he just
Hang
pulled out his
on,
phone
let
and
me
he was just like,
record
"Oh,
you."
let me start." I'm like, "Okay."
question one.
I love that. Yeah. They just ask me like really hard hitting questions, like, "What
Yeah.
He's got
do
a
you think
future
about
as
the
a
war in
paparazzi.
Israel?" Whoa.
Oh, hey,
Hey, wait, okay.
Hey, I got some Subway Surfers to play. Okay, like, come on.
I start playing Subway Surfers.
Yeah, one second. I'll
I
get to
start
you in a
running. He's like, "Hey!" I start running through campus.
I think that'd be the move.
That would be the move.
That's
Yeah.
what I would do, honestly.
I think that's what you missed out. As someone who has seen Detroit Become Human,
Oh my gosh.
I
Dude,
think you
I didn't
chose the
wanna
wrong
get into
option.
this.
There could have been another ending there. You missed out.
Yeah, the dot dot dot.
So Jackson has been telling me since it came out to watch a playthrough of someone playing Detroit Become Human, and I know that I think before he asked me, I watched one episode, and I was like, hey, this is cool. But apparently, I just decided to never ever check it out again. And then
This is
Jackson
in
has
8th grade.
kept, yeah, this is years ago. And Jackson has
Wow.
kept
It changed my
asking me,
life back
hey,
then.
did you ever see Detroit Become Human? Or he like brings it up or he mentions it. And he's like, oh, I learned the theme on piano. I'm like, oh yeah. And I just have, I never watch it. You'd always tell me I should watch it, and I just never would. I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, maybe. And I just wouldn't. And then all of a sudden, I was studying for a chemistry test, up and coming, and I was really bored. And I was like, I need a break. And then I just remembered Detroit Became Human in the back of my mind. And I was like,
You must have
I'll
been
watch
so
Detroit Become
bored.
Human. And it took me
Yeah, you had to have
not
been so
me
bored.
procrastinating from studying for my chem test to finally watch Detroit Become Human, as you asked me many, many times to do. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah. You messaged me like one day out of the blue, just like Detroit Become Human is pretty cool, and I'm like, dude, that's what I've been saying literally since day
For the
one.
past 6 years.
Yeah, we have like wrinkles and we're all gray hair, old, like sitting in a wheelchair, and he's like,
What?
I finally watched Detroit Become Human.
What did you say? Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
He like doesn't even exist anymore. It's like
It's like I remember
YouTube phases out.
back in the day when it was first a big thing, you know, and it first came out, and I watched the playthrough of it. I watched a YouTuber called 8-Bit Ryan. He's one of my favorites, if not my favorite. And you know, it was a present video, but now it's like it's an old video. It's like from like years ago. So I'm like watching it, and I'm like, wow, like this is an old
And
video.
you're like, skip you, man.
Yeah, and I'm like, skip you, man, and then I keep watching the next one. So I don't know, it's just interesting because it's like now not only is it an 8-Bit Ryan video, but it's like I usually watch 8-Bit Ryan, so now I'm noticing the difference.
I also
know.
watched him play through as well, which is pretty interesting.
He's just the best. I mean, I don't know, yeah, he's the best. So yeah, fair enough.
I mean, yeah.
He's the best. So yeah, you're good at editing. He's a cool guy. You know,
He's
I like
the
it.
goat.
Yeah.
When you're good, you're good.
New next podcast guest, 8-Bit Ryan.
That would be insane.
If he knows, he knows.
that would be crazy.
Hi, Ryan.
Mr. 8-Bit, I mean, right?
Mr. 8-Bit. Sir 8-Bit.
Monsieur.
Monsieur 8-Bit.
Would you like some tea, 8-Bit Ryan?
Or should we just call you Ryan? What do you prefer?
Do you prefer bits, 8, or Ryan?
Bit 8 Ryan.
Only in that order. It's not the original.
Hey, he corrects us. I'm a hater now. Professionally. I
You're on
earned
your
my
hater.
stripes
You're on your
in
hater arc.
combat. So Valorant posted like a thing about Breeze, like the new map, and I comment 4 words: old Breeze was better. And
Nuke
someone,
drop.
I want to say like literally like 5 minutes later, comments, worst take ever. This one is so much more playable, and my win rate has gone up on so much on this map since. And like, I was like, okay, I was like between classes at college, and I was like waiting in a hallway, and I was like, okay, I could respond to this, but if I respond, I just lose. Like if I respond, like I've given
It's
him
just
what
a
he wants.
matter of opinion. Like,
But-
you can't, there's no way to win.
But the only reason I responded is because he said worst take ever, to be honest, and I took that so personally. And I
Okay,
clapped.
yeah, that was.
I clapped back with, don't know about the worst take ever bit, but bro, my win rate on Breeze is high, and I still think it's a bad map. It's like they put duct tape over the issues with Breeze. Old Breeze or new Breeze, I'd rather just not have the map, to be honest.
Honestly true.
Which I thought was a fair response, but I was
Yeah.
talking to Logan, and he's like, you shouldn't have done it.
The way I read it was like so much more harsh than I'm sure how Jackson meant it when he wrote it. It was just crazy. I was
was a
like, oh my
moment of
gosh,
weakness.
Jackson just demolished this guy.
Because I've seen Logan in these battles before online, and I'm like, oh, I would never do this. Like, I would never, I would never fall this far, and then in a moment
All
of
it
weakness.
takes is one, is
Yeah.
one like one comment, and you're like, oh god.
Because it wasn't the worst take ever.
Yeah, that is
Of all
crazy.
time.
The worst take
Worst take of
ever.
all
no,
time.
Yeah.
I've heard some worst takes.
Yeah.
I've heard
They're
some
out there.
worse takes. Yeah.
And the people
Also,
agreed with me.
Breeze is just a really like. Okay, Breeze is just a bad map. That's like.
The
Win
map
rate
was
is a
bad.
subjective
opinion.
experience.
You can't be like, actually,
can't
your
bring up
take
your
is
win rate.
your opinion is bad because I win. That doesn't
I
make
know, yeah.
sense.
I'm just good at the game, so your opinion's bad. Or like,
Well, because
I win
also
more.
it's been a while since Breeze has been like, not only like in comp, but just like as its old map. Like it's been a while, so that person could have just gotten better.
yeah, I think at this point your win rate on Breeze has to either be like abysmal or like really good. Like there's no in between because you play it so
Yeah.
little.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Like I feel like you just don't play Breeze enough to where it's like the next time you play Breeze, you probably improved. Like,
Yeah,
like
it's been a
if
couple
you have been
acts.
playing the game, you probably have improved. So therefore, it might not be the map; it might just be your skill.
I just thought
and the map
it
is
was
still trash.
It was crazy that he's supporting his opinion by saying that he just wins more.
Yeah, that's
He
that's
didn't say
also what set me
anything
off.
about the map at all. He just was like, "I win on the map, so therefore you are wrong."
Yeah.
And the map
It
is
was
good.
just like he was just so wrong. It was annoying. I had to like just like correct it.
It takes one thing to get you from the "oh, I shouldn't respond"
Yeah,
to
it
being
was
like,
literally just-
"Okay, buddy."
I got pushed over the edge.
Why yada?
Worst take ever.
Worst
It's not
take
the worst thing
ever.
ever.
TBH.
Yeah, that's a Logan response.
Well, it's not the worst take ever. I just
Don't know
thought...
about the worst thing ever, but you should touch grass.
No, I honestly probably would have responded too. I feel like that's like genuine.
I just think of like
response.
all the people that we know. Like I would be the least likely to respond to that. Like,
No, yeah. Out of everyone, I feel like you're the least likely to like, respond to like fighting words. And like because like honestly,
Worst
like I
take
feel like
ever.
anytime we get into like an argument or something, you're like, yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Like, you'll just like shut down and not have the argument, which makes it even more like annoying because you're like, well, I want to prove that I'm right. Like,
I used all the logic, and they're still like, well, you're still wrong. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Like I just like stop caring at that point.
The people agree with you though.
It's
They
like-
backed you up, Jackson.
They backed me
They
up.
liked a lot.
They
people
came out
liked
of the woodworks.
in the comments too. They were like, "Yeah, he's right."
They joined the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's true.
The
I
war
feel like
effort.
Breeze is just, no matter how much you rework Breeze, I feel like it's not like very good. It's just, there's always like weak parts of it where it's just like, it's annoying. Like mid was annoying
Yeah.
on the first, like on old Breeze, mid was just way too open.
A
It
main's
was,
literally
like-
a joke. They just like took away hulls and just made it so
Oh,
one flash
literally.
gets your entire team killed. It's crazy.
No, yeah.
The amount of kills I've gotten by just being like, yo, Logan, flash this, and then I just
Yeah,
swing out of his
it's
jet
crazy.
and just like one tap someone.
Dude, I can even get a kill from that, and I'm behind, and I have to flash, and I'm like, I don't still get one.
Yeah, we're always
No,
good
yeah.
for one.
I just think it's crazy that like I saw your comment in the wild, and first I was like, man, these comments are so annoying, and then I was like, oh, Jackson put this comment.
You realize?
Because
You know
people
that guy.
people always leave comments like that, no, and they're never happy. Like they'll get rid of Breeze, and then they'll be like, bring Breeze back. Someone will
Yeah.
be like, this new map sucks, bring back Breeze. Because like you see in the comments here, bring back Icebox.
Bring back Icebox.
We hate Breeze. But then
I'm
you
not
have
with
Icebox,
those people.
and everyone's like,
I'm not
get
with
rid of Icebox. Icebox is garbage.
Bring back Breeze.
No one is ever happy. So I just thought it was funny when I saw you commented that.
Get this guy out of here.
Yeah, moment of weakness for me. All right, we get enough Valorant.
Yeah.
What's on your bucket list,
My bucket
I don't
list.
know.
everyone?
Well, I would just love to go inside a submarine, personally. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I feel like I'd
That
just be
sounds-
terrified. But I'd be like, it'd be cool, but I'd be terrified. Like I would do it with you. I'd just be like, oh, this is crazy.
I'll think I'm like, this is scary. Wow.
Yeah,
And then, like, that's
I'd
how
have
I
the exact
enjoy
same
it.
response.
Because that's how I like the
I
ocean.
think I would just like close my eyes the whole time. I would just like hide in a corner.
Look, Kaitlyn, a big eye.
You'd open the window.
No.
I need some air, you know.
Is this the way to the bathroom?
That just put the perfect image in my mind. Yeah, for me, I think mine's just a lot of travel. I really want to travel. I want to set
I want to
foot
travel
on
a lot,
every
yeah.
continent. That's what I want to do.
That
I
would
wanna
be
travel
sick.
to every U.S. state.
That'd be so cool.
Antarctica. I want to go to Antarctica.
Oh my gosh, sign me up. Didn't you tell me that
Yeah.
someone based on you for saying that?
Dude, someone in my French class, she was like, Antarctica's not that cool. Like, it's just cold. I'm like, that's the point. She's like, there's nothing there. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Okay, I don't want to live there. Like, I
Yeah,
just
it's a
wanna-
trip. I'm not going to live there.
Really? What are the prices in Antarctica? Are they good? Like
The house prices?
the
It's an
value?
ice shack.
What's the resale
housing
value?
market?
I don't know. I think that's
iceberg.
crazy. And then you said that they had been on a cruise that went by, or something.
Yeah, they do that. They have cruises that go down
They
from
waved.
South America like to Antarctica. It's really cool. That's what I want to do.
The fact
'Cause
that
you could
someone,
just fly to
I
it,
wouldn't
but
mind
that'd be
doing that, yeah.
terrifying.
the fact that someone could be on a cruise, looking at Antarctica and be like, kind of lame. It's just
Yeah,
crazy to
That
me.
is such a that like scene in my mind is insane. You're literally on this boat that like could not get there before this time period. Like it could not make it
Yeah.
that far down, and you're just like, it's kind of cold.
My nose is running. This sucks.
Is that like a bird or something? I don't see any whales.
Can someone turn on the heat?
This would have been like big news like 300 years ago, and you're just kind of like, you know, like what's on TikTok?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
got
like,
a service out here.
that's the whole point. It's like completely different than like anything you're used to. It's like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe this is a place like on the earth and I'm here right now. But instead, they're just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
nah, it kind of sucks.
Not for me.
Can I go home now?
I like the Arctic more.
Can I hop back on Val?
I'm back on Val.
This place is
Is this
terrible
Icebox?
service. Yes. They should get rid of Icebox. Icebox sucks.
Add Antarctica.
But yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think mine is probably like travel. Definitely.
Traveling's so much
I
fun.
definitely want to go to like. I think like the setting foot on like different continents and stuff, like every continent.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, because it's definitely travel, but like the means of travel, I think we're planning on going on a cruise soon, but cruises just like scare me because the ocean.
Subnautica.
Subnautica.
I love Subnautica.
You know,
Subnautica.
you guys were like
Subnautica.
talking about like
Subnautica.
whales and stuff. If a whale went under a boat that
I
I
love
was on, I
whales.
would probably like it would. I would
There
just
is like
start
a
crying.
reported instance where a whale
honestly.
flipped over like a ship.
Dude,
Like,
that's sick.
in like near where we live, which is crazy. Like, just
Yeah,
off the
that's like.
Dude, I'm gonna dap him up.
I-
mid flip. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
That would like just like the idea that a whale could be under your boat, just like
That's just cool to me.
it's not for me.
You're like, wow.
It's cool. That whale has like
Wow.
it's holding your life in the palm of its fin.
Dude, but it doesn't even. I know it's
That's
nothing,
like-
dude.
That is such a
He's
base
just floating.
thing.
He's just
That's a
floating.
base thing for a whale to have. Based whale. Do you understand me right now? Based whale.
I completely agree. Based whale.
Thank you.
Based
Based
whale.
whale.
Whales are based.
I'm just saying,
This part of
whales
the podcast is sponsored by Orcus.
scare me because also they don't have teeth or their teeth are weird.
Wait,
And
what?
it's
Did you say
like-
they don't? You've been misinformed.
Whales.
The whale propaganda.
Well, their like teeth are weird, aren't they? They're like it's like
Yeah, they're filter
I
feeders.
forget what it's.
Yeah.
And it
I should study marine
scares me.
biology.
I love marine biology. Just like how I love my major. Maybe.
I feel like
Possible.
This is a weird transition that I'm trying to do right now, and it's not working.
Hey, we're all about that over here.
I love marine biology, and that's why I chose it as my major. What? Why did you choose your major?
Hey, I already answered the kids. Are you working with them?
No.
I don't
usually
answer
send
questions.
them out to you.
No further comment.
I did answer this already.
Yeah, you did. So I'm just insane.
I don't. I mainly chose my major because I'm doing aerospace engineering, and I am trying to emphasis on astronautics,
Money.
because I think that I wanted to like do a major where it like involves like exploration, or like a type of engineering that involves exploration and stuff. And I'm not a huge fan of the ocean.
Why not go to
And-
space?
I know,
Arguably
right?
worse than the ocean.
Equally terrifying.
I think that I don't know. I
Hey,
feel
man,
like
if you
space
find a
is
I
space
think-
whale, just let me know, okay?
Space to you is like the ocean for us. Like it's like for us, or at least I'm not like terrified of space, but it's pretty scary. And like the ocean is pretty scary. But we're like, ooh, and you're in space. You're like, ah. Or you're looking at
yeah.
the stars, we're looking at the sea. You know, same thing.
I would much rather go into space than go like in a submarine.
That is crazy, because it's like the same exact thing,
I would
except
hate
worse.
that. Because I don't like roller coasters, and like going up there probably feels like the craziest roller coaster of your entire life.
Right. The
Oh,
G's are the same, you
Yeah.
know. It's. I feel like that is one insane roller coaster.
Dude, sign me up though. See, the thing is that I just have no self-preservation. So
Yeah, me neither, honestly.
for me, it's like if I have someone around me, then I'm like, I don't want anything bad to happen to this person. But for me on my own, I'm like, I'll go to space.
I can hit this highway barrier, it wouldn't even matter.
That'd be kind of fun.
I don't think
Yeah, pretty cool experience. I can tell on the podcast.
I don't think that like me not wanting to go into the ocean is me having too much self-preservation.
No,
it's
I
me
think that's
just
what it
I
is.
don't like fish. I hate fish.
Dude, that is
They
so
don't have
mean.
eyeballs.
Yes, they do.
Or, well, they have eyeballs, but they don't have eyelids. And
Well, you should feel sad for
problem
them. You
is
shouldn't
their
feel
eyeballs,
You shouldn't
You
feel
should
mad.
give them eyelids.
You should not have hate. You should donate.
Donate.
donate my eyelids
I mean,
to
you know,
those in need.
that fish, its eye might be kind of dry.
Dry lids.
Well, it might be kind of
Write that one
they're
down,
in
write that
the
one down.
water.
Dry lids.
What? Dry lids?
Dry lids. Yeah.
Oh. No.
Yeah, I
not-
make
no,
puns. I didn't pass.
No.
The higher up said no. Okay.
Sorry, you didn't pass the pun.
Oh,
Test.
that's sick. The pun.
The pun placement exam. You
I got a P
scored
on
pretty
the pun
low.
placement exam.
You're gonna have to hit the books. I know I hate reading textbook. Which is why I don't, which is why I have a better grade in chem. But you know, you might have to hit the books.
I just, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I did not read a single book in AP Lit. I did Spark Notes. Spark Notes are my life.
I don't think I read a single book actually.
No.
Logan and
I
I
did.
don't think we. Oh, I think you read maybe one.
I
Like,
read
think
my
there's one
summer
that
reading
you-
book.
Yeah, that was the one that you were the most dedicated
Oh,
to
I
reading because you
didn't.
found it interesting.
Yeah, I like the books that I chose that I liked, like my Jules Verne books. In my opinion, Jules Verne has the best books. He's the best author in my opinion. Like I enjoyed those, and no matter what, I would finish it. But the other books,
Actually, I
no.
did read my summer reading book. I did, genuinely.
Although I did have to crunch in my second summer reading book. I read two. There was two we had to do.
Oh yeah, we had to read two.
The first
Yeah,
one I
no,
was
I did
chilling. The
read both
second
of
one
those.
I had to speed run with audiobook on 2x speed, and it was not very fun, but I still enjoyed the book at least. So
Did we do the same book?
I don't think so.
I think I remember. No, it was a different one.
Yeah, we
the
didn't do the same book.
Audiobook. I did the road. But
The
I
audiobook
don't
just
remember.
always ended up finding its way into my method
I did
of
Dead
getting a
Man's
good
Walk.
grade.
Which
Well,
is a
I just
600-page
I
Western.
always do audiobooks.
Hey,
If I'm ever gonna read a book, it's an audiobook. But yeah, no, I did audiobook for the first or for the second one.
I feel like
And
listening to an
then-
audiobook
That makes sense.
on 2x speed just hits different, you know?
I
It
think
really
the problem
does.
is that you don't retain anything. And you can't say that that's not true. You do not retain anything.
I feel
honestly.
like
For
I
audiobooks
disagree.
or like audiobooks on 2x speed? Because I only retain stuff for
audiobooks
audiobooks.
on 2x speed.
I would do audiobook 2x
Okay,
speed,
you've
but
obviously
also
never
read.
crammed.
Okay, I would just do the 2x speed.
I would
And the issue
scan.
is that I would just get like distracted by something, and I'd just be like, oh.
And you'd be
I
like,
just
wait,
have to
where
go
did I
back.
go?
Yeah, I'm like, where am I?
I listen to an audiobook on
See,
Spotify and it sucks. Don't listen to audiobooks on Spotify.
But
I
listen
think
to
I
us on
listened to
Spotify
one
when we get on there.
audiobook.
you just like can't find your place. Like it's just so
Oh no, yeah. You have to like go in like one.
you'll never know. There's no
One run.
timestamps. There's no chapters. You just have to like think. Have I heard
just
this
have to hope.
sentence before? Like if you lose it, like you just terrible. It's so bad.
No, yeah.
I like accidentally
Audiobooks on
rewinded
Spotify
and I
are
just could not find my place for the longest time. I probably wasted like 20 minutes trying to find it, and it was horrible.
Yeah. No, I don't listen. I always do like Libby or Audible.
Libby.
Audible.
Not sponsored.
But we would
but
be
yeah.
But if
down.
you're interested, we don't want the bag.
No, never.
But if you
But
hand it to
If
us.
you approached us with an Audible book bag, I mean, I'm in.
Honestly,
just
I would
saying.
take it. I love Audible. I
You
like
heard it.
used to like.
You heard it, folks.
Heard it here first.
I'm an Audible stan.
Is that right, Gabe?
I love Audible. But
Yeah, he always knows
no,
what to
that's-
say.
I'm the new Gabe for
Gabe
today. I'm Gabe 2.0.
Yep, newest model.
New and improved.
Newest model. That's why I'm on the ceiling, because instead of like on down below, I had to be a little different.
You found your way to the top.
Yeah.
I like to imagine you doing like the Spider-Man like pose this whole time,
That's actually what I'm doing right now.
Wow.
hanging from the ceiling.
How did you know?
That's
Yeah. What can I say?
Wow. I think we learned a lot today.
I think we did.
That's so true.
We didn't say to like and subscribe in the last one, and we should do the YouTube stuff. So
Yeah.
Kaitlyn, what should they do?
Me?
What
Oh,
should they do? What should the people do?
personally, I would like and subscribe if I were them.
I would
So.
also do that.
If I were a worm,
Yeah.
I think I'd hit that. I think I'd like and subscribe. Not gonna lie.
Bro, if you're an Egyptian worm in the Greek era, under the Roman Empire, they would carve you out of limestone and marble,
As they should.
place you on the streets.
I
would
run those
worship you.
streets
People would come from all over,
from miles
It's
around.
me, I'm the people.
from miles around. Christopher Columbus would travel back further in time. This is just to gaze on your wormness.
Am I in India?
And you
Literally
just
in
make
the
worm
middle of
noises.
the desert. Is this India?
It's just India.
I think we made it, guys.
It looks at a camel. It's an elephant.
I think that's an Indian.
Alright, super cool outro, Logan, go.
Alright guys, thanks for watching our latest podcast. Like we said
Yeah.
before, make sure to
Woo.
like the video and subscribe
Ding, ding,
as
ding,
you
ding,
should.
ding, 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 ding.
And catch you in the
Ring,
next
ding, ding.
podcast where you will be there and you were there right now. You had to be there. Thank you for being there.
Okay, a little tense. See you.